Well, good evening, folks. Hello. Smashing so many people joining us tonight. That's absolutely fantastic, folks. This is Tartan Tunes on the Wednesday night when we reveal to you who our guests are. But big night tonight, big night. We're going to be revealing our new co-host, Davie Hunter, a wee bit later on as well. It's the first time in a year nearly that I've done one without Ross, so it's a bit strange for us also. But Ross is... He's been in touch quite a bit and hoping it all goes well, so it's great. So we'll introduce you to Davie in a wee while. Now I want you to be really, really nice to Davie when he comes on, because he's quite a shy lad for Dundee. He's very, very shy, and also he tells a lot of jokes sometimes and things. If you could just laugh at them, it'll make him feel really good. So that would be super. So hello. Loads of messages, folk. Come on, let's know where you are. That was a new wee theme tune for us tonight. Davie and I recorded that through the week, so hope you enjoyed that one. We'll speak about the name of it and all these sorts of things as we go on. Anyway, since I'm here myself tonight, I thought, how's about I play you an old track of a video with me and the band. It's about 11 or 12 years ago now, so I look quite thin and I've got brown hair and things. I'm not got quite the Santa Claus look that I've got now. And it was George Gray, the drummer from Clickmannon Way, Alloa, Clickmannon Way, that recorded this at a festival when he was up. And I dropped George a wee note tonight and said, it's all right if I use that just to do something different. So folks, this is the Peterwood Dance Band. This is just about a year after I left the Fustra, and I can't mind where it was. It was up north somewhere. It was in Albury Hall or somewhere. Maybe Karen can mind. But anyway, it's Graham Ellen on the bass, and Brian Morrison is actually playing the piano, and he's sitting behind me, but you can't see him because of me, because I'm not just a very good windy. But there we go. So have a wee watch to this, and then we're going to meet Davie Hunter. So here you are.
we're going to clear the stage now. This lot. Come on.
Well, there we go, folks. That was live at the Shetland Accordion and Fiddle Festival. And that was a brilliant night, if I remember. And it was Ellen Smith on the double bass, Graham Jimison on the drums, and Brian Morrison on the piano. Brilliant fun, great fun. And that's it. Can I ask you folks out there, we are live on Facebook, on the Tartan Tunes channel, Tunes in the House, and Peterwood Music. We're on YouTube, if you want to watch us on the big telly, because you need a big telly to watch me. And then we're also on Twitter, so you can watch on any of them. And if I could ask if you could share it about, that would be utterly fantastic. So share for us. Fairly helps us keep the show going. So listen, folks, before we introduce the guests later on, I think you should meet the new host. So I'm going to welcome onto the screen right now Mr. Davie Hunter, all the way from Dundee. Hi, Davie.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I am
you all right?
okay. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Sure? You're not regretting taking this job on yet then?
Not yet anyway, there's still time for that.
No, that's all right. No, we'll be nice to you. We'll be nice to you for a few weeks yet. Don't worry,
Well,
that's all right.
Hope so.
We're awfully glad you can join us. It's fantastic. And as you can see, we've got lots and lots of folk watching tonight. Oh, there he is. There's Dick Hamilton. Hi, Dick. How you doing? I think Dick knows a few stories about you, Davie, that he told me he could probably tell me a few if I need a wee bit of help someday.
I know a few stories about Big Dick as well, so...
Brilliant. Right, so it's fantastic. Davie, you're in Dundee. Have you always lived in Dundee? Were you brought up in Dundee?
I was born in Dundee, but my dad was in the RAF, so I was kind of Mackinhannish, then Lookers, and then Dundee since '96. So I spent most of my life in Dundee now. So
brilliant. So it's we'll get to that in a wee minute as well with the RAF band, because you've been involved heavily with that as well.
Yeah, it's been a long time now.
Tattoos and all that. For everybody at home that's maybe not seen Davie, we had Davie on as a guest, but it's quite a long time ago now. I can't remember. Was it the Canada show even, or was it?
No, it was definitely this one. It
was
it would have been October was the book launch, so maybe September. August,
about then, yeah. It's a wee while ago, anyway. Yeah. So, folks out there, you might have not seen Davie. He's a nice enough lad. Don't worry. He doesn't bite. He doesn't bite or anything like that. And Davie and I got in touch because I was wanting to bring a book out, and somebody recommended Davie, and I messaged him, and it was made plain and simple because you've got the typesetting company that you work with as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I do typesetting design stuff for various books. Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, you've done a lot of books, and we'll talk about them in the shows as we go along, because I'm sure we're going to have guests on that have got books out with you as well.
More than likely,
it's absolutely brilliant. So, but anyway, folks, Davie is a piper, whistle player, and I think he's even got an accordion in the closet somewhere. So
yeah, and it's staying there. Staying there. It's like Ross's banjo. It's going to stay out of sight as long as possible.
It's going to stay there. Never mind. Anyway, there's lots of folks in. Good evening, Davie, and welcome. Fantastic. Let's listen. How's about we have a wee tune for you on the big pipes here?
Yeah.
And we'll have a wee bit of a blether tonight, folks. We'll maybe be on just a wee bit longer, because we'll have a wee blether with Davie, introduce what guests we've got coming on Sunday, and take it from there, just so you get to know the new man. We want you to know that new man sitting over there.
I want to apologise in advance for this video. It's during lockdown, not playing my pipes very often, so I'm apologising in advance for some of the playing.
Never worry. It's a great tune. What tune is it you're playing here?
It's an old Americana tune called "Hard Times Come Again No More."
Brilliant. And I think we just fire in here and let's have a wee tune for Davie. Yeah, hey, well done, sir. For a wee tune. It's a lovely tune, actually, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I got that from one of the sessions in the Fisherman's, which is that pub there. Yeah. That one there.
Right.
And it's just it's a lovely song, and it fits in the pipes as well, which is always good.
The thing about it is that it's great fun having you on here because you're involved with pipe bands, piping, but you're also involved with folk bands, and just like you said there, the folk music's a big part of your life, that you go to the sessions and things and enjoy that as well. I saw Rab Lennox on there saying
Big Rab, yeah.
good evening. Hello Rab, the big Rab show, folks. If you've enjoyed piping and all that and you've not touched base with Rab's show yet, please do. The Big Rab Show, you'll find it easily. He's got some great shows.
Podcast every week's fantastic. I actually swear by it every Wednesday or Thursday when it comes out.
And thanks, Rab. He's saying he's shared us there tonight. So thanks very much for that. But Rab, and we're going to actually have kind of giving it away a wee bit, but we're going to have Rab as a guest at some point in the show. That's but we'll not tell you till when. That'll be good. No. So it'll be really good. That'll be brilliant. But yeah, please tune into Rab's show because Rab's got a great show. So what have you been up to? You've been on furlough for a year or something, haven't you?
Yeah, it's almost a year now that I've been furloughed, but I've been keeping myself busy, working away and on other bits and pieces, music books, a couple of websites, things like that I've been doing, and just keeping my hand in, to be honest with you. Try to keep myself kind of mentally stable, which is difficult for a piper. But yeah. I'll agree with that. Yeah, but it's no. You've done amazingly well. You've helped me get 2 books out anyway, and you've had other books out in that year as well. Yeah, it was 12 books last year I did.
Well done, great. So it's been a great year for books. That's one thing. That's been I think it's given folk just that wee bit of time to tune in to what they've meant to do for a wee while sometimes. And
yeah, it's amazing when you get that space to kind of to breathe what appears, when you're not kind of having to drive from work every day, and you're just working from home, and you've got that extra time to yourself to kind of work on a tune, work on a poem, work on anything really, to kind of be creative.
Great. Good for you. And of course, as you said there, it's been hard to get the pipes out. It's been hard to be motivated to get the pipes out, because the big thing about band practices and that every week, it's what you did, and it's how you keep going. And I know myself, I'm not a regular player much anymore on the pipes because I haven't been going to bands or that, but when you do go to the band every week, it really keeps you going, and it keeps you blowing, and keeps your pipes up there and things, and it's awful hard to be motivated just sitting in your cell just to get going. So I bet there's a lot of sets of pipes not been out of cases this year, actually.
I've been speaking to a few kind of folk, and they've been saying that there's bands out there that have not had any kind of contact throughout this all, and no Zoom practices, no nothing, no social, and there's
very difficult.
And when you've got an instrument that needs to be played, it needs to be played. You can't just, it's not like a whistle where you can just kind of pick up and play it, and the tune is not going to be a big issue. I mean, the reeds and the bag and things like that just kind of,
that's it.
They need time to settle back in, and I think that's going to be the big issue. And with the RSPBA looking for the Scottish Championships in July to happen, I mean, a lot of bands will need to do a lot of work to get out for that.
Well, and it'll be interesting to see if any audience is actually even allowed to sit and watch them. Who would know? So
I think the Australian method was kind of the band goes on, tunes up, plays, and then it leaves the field completely.
It seemed to be, but
that might be it.
At least they did do one. At least they did. Anyway, listen, you mentioned the whistle there. We're putting you under a wee bit of pressure here tonight, since you're the new boy in the block. But at least you done it. At least because you're in Dundee, you don't have to make the tea. That's one thing.
No, that's true.
Can you make tea?
I'm sure Karen will be making the tea afterwards.
Oh, I'm sure she will. Yeah, she'll be just delighted. Actually, she did make me a cup of tea when I was in bed this morning, I think. She put the sugar in, or the tea bag in, anyway.
Are you sure it was sugar, not cyanide?
No, there was no, exactly. But there was no, I'm not sure she put any water in. She put a tea bag and sugar in, but that was that. So, anyway, listen, do you fancy giving us on your folk hat? Careful how you say that, Peter. Your folk hat. That was a bit close. do you fancy giving us a wee tune and a whistle for the folks at home tonight? And then we'll maybe introduce the guests, and then we'll go on to the pipe band you work with a wee bit and let the folks know what we're on. Folks, please keep sharing us about. It's absolutely wonderful to see so many folk joining in. And I hope you're enjoying hearing about the new co-host. Take it away, Davie.
So
what are you playing for us?
Playing a tune called The Lochaber Badger by Fred Morrison. And then I'm going to play a tune I only know it as the Finnish Polka.
Okay.
It was taught to me by a guy called Davie Adams from a band called the Moonsies.
Okay.
So they go together quite well, so I'll give you them.
Is that the Finnish polka or the finished polka?
The Finnish polka. The polka from Finland.
I bet I could finish it.
Probably could. Well, let me start it then.
Go for it. Yay! Well done. Good. You know that Finnish one there? That really reminded me, I was up in Faroes playing a couple of times, and I was up in Iceland, but when we were in Faroes we saw them doing the traditional ring dances.
Yeah.
And it's tunes like that they would play, you know, and they just go round and round in rings for hours. Hours and hours and hours. And it's an amazing thing to see, right enough, but it's brilliant, but really nice tune. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, very, very good.
Yeah.
So, what was I going to say? Right, we've got a couple of guests that we're going to have on Sunday night. First of all, we are going to have Isla Callister on. Now, Callister, the name, that might seem a wee bit familiar to you, because we had Isla's big brother. Is it big brother or little brother now then?
I'm not sure. Big brother?
That's the thing. Big brother.
We'll find out on Sunday.
Yeah. Tom, we had Tom on. Tom and Isla are for the Isle of Man. So I'm really, really looking forward to having Isla on. Isla's, she speaks Gaelic. She speaks, and she's very into keeping the Isle of Man music. Now, when we had Thomas on, Thomas played some amazing Isle of Man tunes, and they were really melodic and beautiful things to listen to. So I'm really looking forward to her coming on. She came over to Glasgow to study at the Royal Conservatoire, and then she ended up in a band called Trip as well, and they're phenomenal musicians. So I'm really, really looking forward to having Isla on. I think that's going to be good.
And I think we've got a guy called Lee Moore as well on Sunday. Lee is...
You think? You think we have?
It's all a blur. It's all a blur already. Lee Moore is a piper with St Lawrence O'Toole Pipe Band. He's also the senior instructor at Preston Lodge, which makes him a previous guest of ours boss, Isla Stout. So Lee is... I think he moved to Scotland in 1991. to study in Edinburgh, and then never really left again, which seems to be a kind of a habit for musicians. They come across and never leave.
Yeah, fantastic. And playing with St Lawrence O'Toole, he must be up there because, of course, they were the world champions at one point in time as well.
Exactly, yeah. He was also the piper in a traditional band called Pipe Down, and they released a couple of albums a few years ago. I think he says he's got a few of them still in the loft that he's willing to sell, so that's always good for him.
Yeah. Brilliant. So we've got two great guests.
Yeah.
Two great guests, Lee Moore and Isla Callister. So please join us 8 o'clock live. Now, Davie, RAF band, that's close to your heart. Very close to your heart. I always meant to say to you, we have a RAF club up here in Lerwick, actually. There's a RAF club, an RAF club, the wee club, and it still runs, and we visit it every year on up Heliade and try to see how many Vikings we can squash into it in a winner and all that kind of stuff. It's quite a wee club, so it's not that many Vikings, but it's fine. But we always go in. So you're involved with the RAF band. Tell us a wee bit about that.
Yeah, I'm a member of RAF Central Scotland Band, which was RAF Lookers before the station went to the hands of the army. Yep. The band still based at Lookers, but we kind of pull players from across Scotland. Really, we've got players from kind of the Central Belt up to the northwest Scotland, and we do travel the world really. 2019 we were in Australia, Latvia, Switzerland. It's just kind of a never-ending holiday.
So it's a fantastic, yeah. So if you would send a jet up here to pick me up, I'd come and play as well.
We can't even get jets ourselves.
Oh.
No, we've got to go we're only fly by British Airways or EasyJet.
All right, okay. Well, either you can send one of them up as well if you want. I don't mind. You can land up at the old base up at Hunst and take it from there. Because we've got RAF Saxophone up there. That's up there. Yeah. So.
There's been talk of the band coming up to Shetland and things like that for a few years now. But with COVID and that, it kind of got kiboshed. But in the future, hopefully, yeah.
But and the tartan you wear in the band, is it the RAF tartan? Is it?
It is the RAF tartan. Yeah, it's the blue, white, and red. The two blue, white, and red.
Yeah, it's very, very distinctive when you see it. You sent this wee video, and we're going to play it now for you. But and you can explain what that was about. But it's fantastic seeing the band. I love the bass drum with the jet coming out the side of the skin. I think that's something else.
That's never been seen on a competition field. I think we got it last March,
right.
Just before COVID kind of closed down everything. Right. And before that, it was the Typhoon Squadron we had on the side of the bass drum. I think actually, the Typhoon Squadron. So hopefully we get out at some point this year with the new bass drum.
Yeah, it'd be good. Tell us about this wee track. This was a track you've all done.
Yeah, so
COVID friendly track.
Yeah, so as part of the band, we have been practicing on Zoom weekly and kind of getting together socially for quizzes and things like that. But prior to the end of the year, we thought we need to do something to kind of end the year off on a high. So we decided to do Auld Lang Syne, and this was just before the stay in your own council area thing came in. But we kind of went that bit further and made sure folk stayed in their own council area and found landmarks nearby that they could kind of use and kind of represent the Central Scotland Band. So we've got members from Falkirk, Fort William, Oliver Fife and Dundee, etc. So we've kind of represented Scotland in the video.
Brilliant. Yeah. Let's see this then. Here we go. Brilliant, Davie. Brilliant, yeah. You can't beat it, can you, when you hear that sound and hear it all happening? It's magic.
It's
And
amazing.
some great backdrops there as well.
Yeah, it's amazing what you've got on your doorstep as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, fantastic. Well, there we go, folks. This is us now. We're set up. We're all go. Davie's in Dundee. I'm still in Shetland because I'm not allowed to go anywhere else. Karen's still backstage through in the back room because she's not allowed to go anywhere else. Well, she's allowed to go wherever she wants in the house. But, well, we can go out the house. We are allowed to go out for a walk and things. And, we had killer whales here yesterday, Davie, right in front of the house, and I missed them. So, unfortunately, the poor seal wasn't very pleased to see them either. Never mind. That's how it goes. So, anyway, listen, folks, that's us. We'll be back with you on Sunday night. Please share about. Please tune in. Two great guests for you. We've got Isla Callister and Lee Moore. So, really looking forward to that. So, anything you want to add to that, Davie?
No, I think we're good.
We're good. Right, let's let this folk go and watch the telly or something.
Aye.
Yeah.
Put the kettle on.
Okay. Thanks very much, folks. Thanks again. Please share it about, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.